So welcome, and on today's episode we're going to be installing the Unifi Controller on our server so that we can monitor our Unifi network from our server. And here we go now. And a special thank you to all my patrons, who without your support this channel would not be possible. And if you haven't already, please think about becoming a patron and supporting the channel you love. Hi, my name is Jeff, and this is TechnoDadLife. And what we do is we demystify technology and servers with video. Any links to anything I mentioned today will be listed down below in the description. And let's get started. So what we're going to be doing today is installing the Unifi controller. And so the Unifi controller is used to monitor and control our wireless network through Unifi. And if we look at their website, there's different ways of doing it. You can do either a phone app, but we're going to be doing the server one. So the first thing we want to do is go to Google Linux server /Unifi controller. And then we will come to this page, and we're going to scroll down. And for this tutorial, we're going to be using this Docker Compose image. Now, to do this tutorial, we need to have Openmediavault 5 installed. We need OMV extras installed, and then we need Docker installed and Portainer installed. Then log into your Portainer, click on the blue whale, click on Stacks, and then click Add Stack, and we're going to go back to Linux server. We're going to copy the Docker Compose and then paste that into Portainer. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to modify some of the information in there so that it works. This is just sort of a general template. So first we go up to the top and we're going to call this Unifi Controller. And then we're going to scroll down, and so for us, if our PUID is usually 1000, our PIG is 100, so we're going to take one of those off. Next, we need to know the path to our data. So for this, we can go to Openmediavault, scroll down to Shared Folders, and look at the absolute path. And so if you don't have that there usually is an arrow next to each name. Click on that arrow, click on Columns, click on Absolute Path. And then what you want to do next is copy this, paste it into a Word program. I'm using WordPad for this. Next, copy that. And then we're going to go back to Portainer and paste that in there, next to config, as plain text. Now on my network, or my server, I have an app data folder, and that's where we store all the config folders. So if we look at my server, this is it, and we're on the OneDrive. Here we can see we have an app data folder. Currently nothing's in there, so we're going to close that. And so for here, after the media one, we're going to hit /appdata/Unifi. And what this will do, it will create a Unifi folder in the app data folder. So then our configuration will be saved. So in case we redo something, we can actually use this configuration over again to get back to it. And then all the rest looks good. The port that we're going to actually log in on is 8443. Go down here, click on Enable Access Control, and then Deploy Stack. Now this will take a few minutes to get up and running, so what it's going to do is download the Docker, and then it's going to create the container. And then once the container is created, then we'll be able to look at it. And so now my container is up, and so if we go over to containers, you can see the Unifi controller is running. We can click on the logs, go down, and see that it has started. Next, we want to copy our IP address, paste that there, and then backspace, and then :8443, and then hit enter. And why it has bad request is we need to put HTTPS : So you can't use HTTP. So we're going to add in HTTPS : and then hit enter. And then we're going to click advanced and then proceed. So now we're into our Unifi software. You can change the network name if you want. You have to click that in order to proceed. Then down in the bottom right is the next button, and we'll click next. So next you need to sign in with your Ubiquity account name and password. And then, so let's do that right now. So where you go for that is you go to account.ui.com. And then if you don't have an account, down below here, click on Create Account. And then that will just take you through a few steps to actually make an account. You don't actually have to do anything besides that. So then come back to our server once you have that done. Type in your username and password and then click Next. And then you can have it automatically optimize your network and enable backups. Click Next. We don't have any devices set up right now, and we can do this later, so click Next. And then here we get to put a name for our network and a password. And you can combine the names into one for 2 gig and 5 gig. Then click Next. And so now what it's going to be doing is configuring your network and getting you ready so you can add devices. So that brings us to the dashboard, and here you can see a couple different things. So we have our load, capacity, utilization, switches, access points, clients, and guests. And down below we have different Wi-Fi metrics. So if we go to the stats page here, we can see what the different people on our network are using, and percentage-wise, or at least in a circle here, and then the amount of traffic. If we look at one of those categories here, we can see the major thing under media streaming is music or iTunes, and then video streaming. If we go over to map, we can switch between floor plan and topology. And topology is hard to read. Then we can go over to devices, and it will show all the devices on our network. Clients shows us all the clients and their activity and uptime. Insights shows us what all our users are doing. Threat management we have to enable for it to work. So if we enable threat management, then we can apply different rules to our Ubiquity group. Then also we can check events, check for alerts, get chat support, and then finally at the bottom we can change our settings. So for more things to do with your servers, check out the links right there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.